Largely dry today with sunny spells. Enjoy it because it's set to turn wet and windy as we head into the weekend. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Got some interesting weather for us. It's been the hottest year on record. Doesn't feel like that right now.
I mean, actually, it's still mild, Ben. Temperatures today about 3 or 4 degrees where they should be. Listen to the weather forecast.
My internal heating system's gone a bit up the yin-yang because I've got...
at the moment. So try not to cough also during this.
I'll do my best.
That'll be great, thank you. But yes, the UK Met Office yesterday announced that last year for the UK, it was the hottest year that we have ever recorded. And actually, if we look at this, it shows how warm it was. This is from January all the way through to December. Everything, the red above the line shows where we've been above average with our temperature. Everything blue is below average. 11 of the 12 months were above average, and for the first time ever, the average temperature in the UK was over 10 degrees. Some people might just say, wouldn't this just happen naturally? Isn't this just something that would happen? This would happen naturally without the pollution we've put in once every 500 years. Climate change now means that the world we live in make it 160 times more likely, and it meant that last year we saw the highest temperature over in the 1880s when this data set started. Average temperature is about 7 degrees. It's now climbed up to 9 or 10 degrees. The 10 coldest years were about 100 years ago. The 10 warmest years have happened in the last 20 years. And at the moment, yes, it's mild, and that mild outlook is set to continue. And yes, we have started the new year as we left the end of the last one with it being mild, not just here, right across Europe as well. We talked earlier this week about the lack of snow at ski resorts because it's been exceptionally mild, and that theme continues through Friday and through the weekend. But wet and windy weather comes this weekend. Today, we're in between weather systems. It's looking largely dry with some decent spells of sunshine, so make the very most of that. Windy, mind. A windy night for many of us. Still very windy across the north of Scotland. Blustery showers moving in here. But for most other places, it is fine and dry. Sunny spells, a fairly windy afternoon to come, but temperatures again way above where they should be for the time of year, 8 to maybe 12 or 13 degrees. But this band of rain set to move in overnight tonight into tomorrow. So Saturday looks like a wet and windy day. That heavy band of rain moves through. Sunday, sunshine and showers. Good morning to you. We have a window of drier weather in our forecast today. Yesterday's wet weather's cleared away. We're in between two weather systems, but a band of wet and windy weather moves in for tomorrow, and actually the weekend looks unsettled, a classic weather phrase for wind, rain, very little in the way of tonight into tomorrow. The weekend is looking wetter and windier. So let's take a look at our 7-day outlook and see how things pan out then. And we'll start across the north of the UK as we always do. Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England. We'll start looking at our temperatures. Temperature-wise, we should be around about 7 degrees, and the outlook throughout pretty much stays above average, not just by day, by night as well. Percentage chance of rainfall, how likely we'll be able to see wet weather across the north of the UK through the coming days. Today is the driest out of the next week. Tomorrow, the weekend, looks wet and windy with heavy rain and showers, and this unsettled wet theme continues into next week as well. Fortunes further south for England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days. Again, just our big trend in temperature. We heard earlier how last year was the warmest year the UK has ever recorded. We continue with this mild theme for the rest of the week. Some places up to 13 or 14 degrees. Percentage chance of rainfall. Again, today is the driest day in our outlook period. Heavy rain arrives for tomorrow. Hit and miss sunshine and showers into Sunday. And next week, our roller coaster ride of wet and windy weather looks set to continue. So cloudy, wet and windy and staying mild. A brief moment of calm for the weather. We're in between two weather fronts. One moved through yesterday, a lull in with some dry weather, and then more wet weather moves in tomorrow. This, a low pressure, it brings unsettled conditions, stays with us all weekend. Morning to you. A brief lull in the wet and windy conditions we've been having and will have over this weekend. Some decent spells of sunshine today, some showers, and it will yet again be mild. Also windy. It was really windy, gusty night, kept many people awake last night. Still a warning for the north of Scotland for strong winds here and some blustery showers for the north. But through the day, the winds will ease. Good morning to you. A brief lull in our weather today. It's actually looking largely dry. It is windy first thing, some blustery showers around, but they ease, and another mild day ahead. Mild because it was so windy last night, gusty winds keeping some of us up. Fair bit of cloud moving into the west, and that is why, yet again, we start off with our temperatures way above average. Blustery showers and strong winds and heavy showers for the north of Scotland. They ease through the day. The wind for all of us eases, actually, so a bright breezy afternoon to come. Top temperatures of 12 degrees. That's still above average for the time of year. year. Tonight it turns cloudy, wet and windy from the west. A band of heavy rain moves in, and as we head through Saturday, that marches across England, Wales and Scotland. So a wet afternoon to come for eastern areas. Skies brighten from the west, but it's sunshine and blustery heavy showers for Saturday afternoon. And again, top temperatures up to 11, maybe 12 degrees. The outlook as we head through to Sunday, well, it's a messy picture. Sunshine and blustery showers. A strong winds means a little cooler than recent days. So today is dry. The outlook turns wet and windy.